Yes, my dear students, good morning. Sixth class. Again, we are here to recapitulate the chapter that is Unity in Diversity. Yesterday, we have discussed about the meaning of diversity. Now, and I have told you about why we are having different type of culture and why we are still there to follow the different cultures or religions practices etc. Now today I am going to discuss with you the two different areas. Yes, my dear students, the diversity not only come from the different religion or the uh, cultural practices, but it is maybe because of the different climatic conditions also. So today I am going to discuss with you the two areas. One is the Ladakh and second one is the Kerala. Yes, my dear student, Ladakh is known for the cold desert. Means very harsh climatic conditions are there. You can say cold climatic conditions are there. So the people they wear heavy clothes to protect themselves from cold waves, you can say. And in the climatic condition also affect the occupation of the people also there, because all the time snow is there, and that's why the people they are not able to grow more vegetables, so that they mostly rear animals or they depend on tourism. So in the time of summers, the people they visited there to visit the monasteries or the lake, very famous lake is there. So the people they depend on that. Yes, dear students, Kerala, now I'm discussing about the Kerala. Kerala is a state in the south west corner of India. It is surrounded by the sea on one side and hills on the other. So the hills they are good for the cultivation of spices, and from the earlier time also it has a good trade areas because of these spices, and it also attract a number of traders here. So many of the traders they came here, from which the Jewish and Arabs they were the first to come here, and near they came here near about 2000 years ago, and they also brought the apostle of Christ, Saint Thomas, that he also came here to 2000 years ago and also brought Christianity to India. So many Arab traders also came and settled down here, and Ibn Battuta was a great writer at that time. He traveled here a little than less than near about 700 years ago. So he wrote a travelogue in which he described the life of Muslims and says that they were a highly respected community. The Portuguese discovered the sea routes in India from Europe when Vasco da Gama landed with his ship here. Because of all these various historical influences, people in Kerala practice different religions such as Judaism, Islam, Christianity, Hinduism, and Buddhism. It means the maximum people, those who are living here, they not only adopting the different religion, but they have shared their different culture and values also, because the people they settled here from many other countries also, so that's why they are having different cultures, or you can say the variety in their culture. But because people not only the people they travel from one place to another, but still their culture, their habits, their living uh, requirements, their basic needs, it also travel with them. So always there is a mixture of a culture when different kind of people or different people, those who follow different religion, they are living in a same place. As the maximum traders they came there, so the Kerala people they also adopt some of the things from China, like as they are living near the coastal areas, so fishing is the main occupation there. Second, I have told you that the growing of spices. So fishing net they called as the China chatti, which is name is used in the China. So even the utensils with it they are used to frying it, that is also called China chatti. Sorry, the net is called China wali, and the utensils they are called as a China chatti, which shows when the Chinese traders when they came here, or the people from China if they came here. So we always adopt as a people of Kerala, so the people of Kerala they have adopted some of the things from there also. Next thing, as I've told you, the people those who are living near the coastal areas they are in the habit of eating fish and seafood, and uh, the Kerala land is also very much fertile for growing of rice. Due to the climatic condition and climatic condition, the area is more suitable for growing of rice, and that's why the maximum people in Kerala are in the habit of eating rice, fish, and vegetables. Yes, dear students, as the Kerala and Ladakh are quite different in terms of their geographical features, so uh, why they are having the different areas, but still they are very famous for the trading purpose. As I've told you that in Ladakh, the people they use the different passes to for their trading purpose, and Kerala it was also a famous area where the maximum traders they came, but the climatic conditions they are different, and that's why they are having different culture also. Now, unity in diversity, always we feel that we if we are united then we are full of strength. So the when the Britishers they ruled over India, they ruled only on one policy, that is uh, divide and rule. Yes, dear students, you will be surprised to know that the Britishers they have fought on very few wars against the Indians. Only with the introducing of different policies they are able to rule over us. So when the people they felt that they are not united, and in Indian movement or for the freedom struggle they have to be united, so the thousands of people together from different backgrounds they joined their actions, and together they fought for the freedom, and at last in 1947 they were able to get the freedom. Only it was possible because they showed that they maybe they could be maybe they are different, they belong to different areas, they belong to different religion or culture, but yet to be united in their battle against the British. So, many of the poems and songs were written at that time. Those who show just arouse the feeling of nationalism in Indians. As one of the poem is mentioned here, that was written after the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, and it also many of the poems they have written at that time, and many songs they have written at that time, that rose their feeling of nationalism, and the people they stood together for and fight for the freedom. So I am going to discuss a small incident of Jallianwala Bagh. So it may be just you recapitulate that in Jallianwala Bagh, the date was 13 April 1919. On that date, the people they were sitting in a park in Amritsar, assembled in a park, and British army officer. He came with his troop. He asked his troop to open fire on the people. So maximum people they were killed at that time, and the people when they heard about the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, so they started raising their voice against the Britishers. So lot of the chaos was there at that time, or the people they at that time they want to get their freedom. So that is all for the day. As the PA1 exams they are coming near, so you have to prepare accordingly and revise the chapter thoroughly. If still you feel any problem, so you can ask, we can discuss that again.